Hello everyone, I am Princess Diane Maningo and today we are going to tackle about same-sex marriage or gay marriage. I know that this topic is very familiar to us. To furthermore discuss, be with me in this topic. To begin with, what is same-sex marriage?
Same-sex marriage, also known as gay marriage or homosexual marriage, is the marriage of two people of the same-sex gender entered into in a civil or religious ceremony.
We already identified the meaning of same-sex marriage, so let's move on to the gay marriage history. Have you ever wondered why gay marriage existed, right? So let's discuss the gay marriage history. We are going to go back to the past.
Gay marriage history. In the landmark 2015 case of Virgil v. Hodges, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that all state bans on same-sex marriage were unconstitutional, making gay marriage legal throughout America. The ruling was a culmination of decades of struggles, setbacks, and victories along the route to full marriage equality in the United States. In 1970, after the historic Stonewall riots galvanized the gay rights movement, law student Richard Baker and librarian James McConnell applied for a marriage in Minnesota. Claire Gerald Nelson rejected their application because they were a same-sex couple and the trial court upheld his decision. Baker and McConnell appealed, but the state Supreme Court affirmed the trial judge's decision in 1971 in Baker v. Nelson. When the couple appealed against the U.S. Supreme Court in 1972, declined to hear the case for want of a substantial federal question. This ruling effectively blocked federal court from ruling on same-sex marriage for decades, leaving the decision solely in the hands of states, which dealt blow after blow to those hoping to see gay marriage becoming legal. In 1973, for instance, Maryland became the first state to create a law that explicitly defines marriage as a union between a man and a woman, a belief held by many conservative religious groups. Other states quickly followed suit: Virginia in 1975, Florida, California, and Wyoming in 1977. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, same-sex couples saw the first sign of hope on the marriage front in a long time. In 1989, the San Francisco Board of Supervisors passed an ordinance and allowed homosexual couples and unmarried heterosexual couples to register for domestic, which granted hospital visitation rights and other benefits. In 1993, the highest court in Hawaii ruled that a ban on same-sex marriage may violate that Constitution's Equal Protection Clause, the first time a state court has ever inched toward making gay marriage legal. The Hawaii Supreme Court sent a case brought by a gay male couple and two lesbian couples who were denied marriage licenses in 1990 back to further review to the lower First Circuit Court, which in 1991 originally dismissed the suit. In response to Hawaii's 1993 court decision in Bear v. Lewin, the U.S. Congress in 1996 passed the Defense of Marriage Act or DOMA, which President Bill Clinton signed into law. The DOMA didn't ban gay marriage outright, but specified that only heterosexual couples could be granted federal marriage benefits. That is, even if a state made gay marriage legal, same-sex couples still wouldn't be able to file income taxes jointly, sponsor spouses for immigration benefits, or receive spousal social security payments, among many other things. 3 years later, Massachusetts became the first state to legalize gay marriage when the Massachusetts Supreme Court ruled that same-sex couples had a right to marry in Goodrich v. Department of Public Health, a ruling that, unlike to Hawaii's, wouldn't be overturned by voters. The state finally introduced the country to gay marriage when it began issuing same-sex marriage license on May 17, 2004. The early state 2000 teens continued the state-level battles over gay marriage that defined the preceding decade with at least one notable event. For the first time in the country's history, voters other than judges or legislators in Maine, Maryland, and Washington approved constitutional amendments permitting same-sex marriage in 2012. Though the U.S. government could no longer deny federal benefits to married same-sex couples, other parts of the DOMA were still intact, including Section 2 which declared that states and territories could refuse to recognize the marriage of same-sex couples from other states. Soon enough, however, the DOMA lost its power thanks to the historic Obergefell v. Hodges. As with United States v. Windsor conservative Justice Anthony Kennedy sided with Justices Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Stephen Breyer, Sonia Sotomayor, and Elena Kagan in favor of same-sex marriage rights, ultimately making gay marriage legal across the nation in June 2015. By this time, it was still outlawed in only 13 states and more than 20 other countries had already legalized gay marriage, starting in Netherlands in December 2000. Northern Ireland is the most recent country to legalize marriage in October 2019. It was a very challenging and a long journey indeed to legalize gay marriage, and there are currently only 29 countries around the world where same-sex marriage is legal. The following countries are Netherlands, Belgium, Canada, Spain, South Africa, Norway, Sweden, Iceland, Portugal, Argentina, Denmark, Uruguay, New Zealand, France, Brazil, England, Scotland, Luxembourg, Finland, Ireland, Greenland, United States, Colombia, Germany, Malta, Australia, Taiwan, Ecuador, and Costa Rica. So, why Philippines until now did not allow same-sex marriage to be legalized? The fight to legalize same-sex marriage in the Philippines has always been put to uncertainty due to the dominance of Catholic belief in the country and legislation. Catholic Church believe that marriage is a sacrament and we can change the content of the sacrament. A sacramental marriage is between man and one woman for life and we can change it anymore. The fundamental definition of marriage between one man and one woman was established from beginning of the human race and validated by Jesus Christ and established as a sacrament for our salvation. That's why same-sex marriage is impossible in Catholic. Even we have different ideas and opinion about same-sex marriage, the best asset that we should have is respect.